For the simple reason that one of my mentors, or rather my first mentor in the industry, was none other than the gentleman you see on the right, Dr. V. Krishnamurthy. I was to some extent lucky, but to a larger extent I think fate and destiny which comes in. I met him when he had joined the National Manufacturing Competitive Council, because that was after his stint of doing a lot of things like first building BHL itself and then turning around Maruti Udyog, securing it into a manufacturing enterprise, which is the Maruti Suzuki. The joint venture was brought up by him, and then a lot of things happened. I'll declare all the others later, but SAIL also was turned around, and we have none other than Mr. Singhal with us, R.K. Singhal, who will be there on the dais with us for the story, a little bit to endorse what I have written also. And at the same time, my experience with him was a very, very interesting time, because the 2004 to 2014, when he was the chairperson of the National Manufacturing Competitive Council, which was established to actually find how the industry can go competitive by virtue of adoption of certain advanced technology, because that was the missing element in the whole game. And I tell you that as history would although repeat itself or something great would happen, BHL came from 5 gigawatt to 20 gigawatt in that period, and there was a man Friday to that. And that man Friday was actually introduced to me by Krishnamurthy sir. His name was K. Ravi Kumar. He could not come because health-wise he lives in Chennai. I keep meeting. He's the chairman of my jury and the board, not only for these awards, but also the Inertia Awards and the other jury. So he was the, and we give a big clap to K. Ravi Kumar sir, who is our chairperson. So he has written the foreword for this book. The book's foreword ideally was written by K. Ravi Kumar, because he did a repeat in the sense with the mentorship of Krishnamurthy Saab, with my in-between interacting with both of them and then building BHL into this. It is a story which is not written in anywhere. So that is the new story that will come in my book. You know, so what happened, BHL reached the 20 gigawatt, and that's the reason that today even JSW Toshiba joint venture will go, Mitsubishi L&T will go, all will be wound off more or less, or they will not be able to do. But BHL is still there, making supercritical machines and ultra supercritical machines for India. So this is a qualifying statement that why the public sector enterprise of India, this story is going to end nowhere, it is going to go forward, my friends. So please give a big hand for this day, although we keep talking private sector, but the public sector of India are very important for this nation and the nation day. So with this message, I want to tell you that today we have a bunch of wonderful PSUs. Many of them have come. We have going to miss 3 or 4 because of some other reasons. A couple of them for flight reason. A couple of them because they were just stopped because of their own internal problems. But we will also announce the acceptance of the award of these PSUs as well. So I'm very thankful to all the PSUs who have come, because it's a great difficulty to do these functions, because we are a complete non-profit. We don't go into any commerce most of the times of the kind that you see in the market. Foundations, these foundations have survived with their own help, and there is some little help coming, like you see the All-State Group. May I have the All-State Group representative here? Please stand up for everybody. They have a little bit backed us to do this award. They understood my pain, that how to support a function for the PSUs. So a few private sector also endorsed my position. That is the good news for you. So with this, we are going to start this function, and before I start, and we have had the auspicious lighting of the lamp, we have invoked the, I would say, the magnificent cosmic, I would say, powers, and we have asked them to bless all of us who have come here. And with this, I request people on the dais to join us, starting with the chairman of New Delhi Institute of Management, and he has backed throughout all our initiatives. May I request Shri Vishwamohan Bansal Saab to please come to the dais first up. The next person, obviously the honor, the honor of having him here, and he's the senior most amongst all of us, is Dr. V.K. Garg, the former chairman of the Power Finance Corporation and a former regulator of the Electricity Commission in India. Please give him a big hand. This joke company is very पैदा होगी. अभी नहीं लगेगी आप। आइए सर। अच्छा लगाए नहीं? आप किधर ही बैठना? मैं इधर ही बैठना। आ रहा है ना? My request the next gentleman, Mr. R.N. Mishra, former chairman of Satlaj Jal Vidyut Limited, one of our stalwarts, who is to be also recognized individually today. Please give a big hand. He led the largest hydropower project of the country in the Satlaj Basin, 1500 megawatt, and another of my guru, Yogendra Prasad, whose biography was released in the same place, thanks to Bansal Saab. He was his guru also. So please give a big hand to the child. May I now request Sri K.M. Singh, former chairman and managing director of NHPC, and a man with whom I interacted maximum, Iyer sir, during the period when he led. तालियां कम नहीं होनी चाहिए. So he led NHPC very brilliantly, and before that, his stint was on the Narmada Basin, the National Hydro Development Corporation in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. He was the chief of that and MD of that company, and then later on he took over as the managing director and chairman of NHPC. A wonderful stalwart who is amongst us. So thank you, sir, for taking time off. He's more or less now पूरे retirement में है, लेकिन हमारे लिए तो आ गए, and that's great, sir. काफी बातें होती हैं हमारी फोन पे, मिश्रा साहब से भी होती हैं. So these are wonderful gentlemen that we have. May I request now Mr. D.P. Goyal, former chairman, former MD and CEO of JP Group, JP Hydro. He has come 2-3 times at least in this forum, or more than that, and he has been the leader in the hydropower development also and infrastructure. He built the fastest hydropower project in the country, Karchamangtu, which was flat commissioned in 4 years. Where hydro takes a lot of time. इन्होंने 4 साल में किया, and he was also involved with the biggest project that supplies power to India from Bhutan. He and R.N. Khazanchi Saab, who is also his colleague, both of them developed the Tala hydroelectric scheme in Bhutan, 1020 megawatt. Please give them a big hand. Let me now request our R.K. Singh Saab. R.K. Singhal sir, as I introduced him as a man who interacted a lot at the time with me also, and knew Krishnamurthy sir very well. Please Singhal sir, who is the Executive Director of Steel Authority of India Limited. So he retired, but he is very active even now, very active personality. Please give him a big hand. We are lucky to have him. Aye, sir. May I now request our all-weather friend and a man who is a video champ. I say he makes videos which nobody can make, and he keeps doing things extraordinary. And he was also like almost the ED of the Airport Authority of India.
Good.
Retired as GM, but man who are considered as a nothing less than a director.
Thank
a
you.
Communication expert and a PR expert.
Thank you.
Power excellence in the nation.
Thank you.
G.S. Baba.
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's left? Agrawal sir.
Vijay Agarwal sir.
May I request Vijay Agarwal sir, the odd man out but very important for us, because I have been introduced to him thanks to a network of things. But when I met him, I found that this man is doing extraordinary work. I will take 1 minute to explain what he does. Agarwal sir is actually working for years together to develop something where the fundamental gut bio, which is actually the main issue for us in the health. So I wanted a health person and neutral person to be on the dais. But he has developed this product after 5 wonderful years of research, only launched it after 5 years. More, I think around 5 lakhs, sir, we can say people. Around 5 lakh people. This is the largest testing ever done on any product in the medical arena, be it allopathic or be it Ayurvedic. But this I would say Ayurveda and naturopathy combination hybrid. And this is a wonderful thing. They get extraction of the compound from their German partners, or European partners, US partners. And they do not extract it here, but after that they do all the formulation in Bati, Himachal Pradesh. It's a very interesting company, because this is an area, I go to many areas of research. So one of the areas of research, I feel this is a fantastic thing that's happening. So please give Vijay Agarwal sir a big hand. I think with all these